what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Level Up with Gal. I'm so grateful for you and thankful that you are here tuning into another episode. If you're returning, if you are brand new, welcome to the amazing tribe where you can come here and show up as your true self and continue to learn every single day to level up in your life in the way that is going to work best for you. So today we're going to dive in a little bit and talk about control, how you have control of the direction of your life and you have control of what you want to do and who you want to give your energy to. A lot of times we feel that things are out of control. It's so busy. We have so much going on. And how do we juggle everything? And so many things are happening out of our control. But I'm here to remind you that we are in control. We're in control of the job we go to. We're choosing to go to this job. We're choosing to do this job. We're also choosing to spend time with certain friends, certain people, certain siblings. Right? We're choosing who we give our energy to. We're also choosing who we don't allow into our life. It's where boundaries are super important. We have control of our own life, and the word that's coming to my mind is chaos. It may not be the best word, but that word is coming to my mind right now. Is we have so much going on in our life. We have so much we're doing and trying to juggle, but we're the one allowing our schedule to be so busy. We are the one allowing people to take advantage of us, whether that's you're constantly paying for someone or you're the go-to person in your friends group, or people are always like, hey, go to that person. They're going to do it for me. In whatever way that it is, you are allowing that to happen in your life. And the first step to making it change is having the awareness that, hey, I am doing this to myself, and how am I going to change this so my life doesn't feel so out of control, where you can take control back and take your power back and start to have less resistance when you're going to that job, start to have less resistance when you're hanging out with certain friends. You have to have boundaries and protect yourself and know who's a good person, who you want in your life, and who you no longer want to allow to take advantage of you. If you keep putting the blame on other people, which I have done this myself, where like my life is crazy because this boss keeps putting all this stuff on me, but I did not speak up for myself and say, hey, this is too much. I cannot take on anymore. But my ego came in super strong where I was like, I can do anything. I'm invincible. I can take on the world, and I'm going to prove it to myself and prove it to my colleagues and prove it to my higher ups, my managers and the owner that I can do all of this. But the only person that I was hurting and taking on more and doing more and just soaking it all up and just like, yes, give it to me. I'll do it. The only person I was hurting was me. I took on so much in a previous job that it drained me. It crushed me. I ended up having a mental breakdown. So it's super important to realize that you are in control of how much you take on. You are in control of how you let other people treat you. And I know it's easier said than done. I totally understand when you're trying to shine, you're trying to do well, it is really hard to say no to others and yes to you. Right? So this is your reminder right now, listening to this episode, that you are in control of your life, your personal life, your career, the direction you want it to go. It is so much easier to play the victim. Trust me, I've been there. And it's so much easier to put blame on this boss or this friend or significant other or that person, or maybe even a stranger, because that's just easier to take the responsibility off of you and to put it onto someone else. So right now in this moment, take a look at your life and see, what direction do you want it to go? What in your life is so overwhelming or taking a lot of your energy that you no longer want to allow that to happen? That's how you take your control back and start to say, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. Have that conversation with your boss if something is too much. Like, I need help. I can't take on this whole project. I need someone else to take responsibility for a piece of it to help us all be successful, right? Or maybe it's in a friendship. have a conversation with that friend, you can. Or the other option is start to peel yourself back a little bit. Stop saying yes to every single thing that this friend asks you to do. Like picking up their bill or constantly, covering their drinks, or constantly picking them up. These are just examples. And be like, you know what? I'll meet you there. Or ask for a separate bill. Stand up for yourself and know that if you do not speak up for yourself, if you do not change your actions, you do not show up for yourself, people are going to continue to think that it's okay to treat you that way. And you have to, actually, let's back up real second. I had a different thought. We teach other people how to treat us. The way we allow them to treat us or take advantage of us is why they think that it is okay. We've taught that, right? So take your control back and choose who you want to spend time with and start to see how people treat you. Ask yourself, how do you want to be treated? Okay. And if you're busy, your day is super busy, similar to mine, where we have so much going on, start to learn how to spend your time wisely. Like, okay, I'm working on this at this time. And then you know what? I have maybe a couple hours extra. I need to make sure I have some me time. And then, okay, that this weekend I want to spend some time with some friends. Who do I want to spend time with? And do I have the capacity? If your friends are inviting you out and you don't have the capacity mentally, physically, then it's okay to say no. Just let your friends know, hey, I'm not available this weekend. You do not have to go down a whole long laundry list of why, or, so you feel better about why you said no. Just tell them, hey, I'm not available this weekend. How about next weekend or the following? The more honest you can be and speak openly from the heart and share the truth, the less resistance there's going to be, the less annoyance there will be. Because if you say yes to going to this event, for example, and you go and you do not have the capacity for it, guess what? You're not really going to want to be there. And you're not going to have a good time. And that energy is going to be oozing off of you. Your friend's going to feel that. And even if they don't say it, and you're not really going to want to spend any more time with them. I felt super called to talk to you about this today and know that every aspect of your life, my life, our lives, it's what we choose, right? Maybe you're in a current job right now that you do not like, and it's not fulfilling, but it's what is so right now to get you through this bump in your path, to help you continue paying for bills, and to help you in the moment. You're trying to figure out what direction you want to go. And you know what? It is okay to be like, this is just what is so right now, and I will figure it out. This is not my forever. Well, if we think that this job that we don't like is our forever, we're going into that job every day with this negative mindset, like, I don't want to be here. This sucks. But remember why you are there, right? To continue to help you pay for your bills, for your everyday life, until you figure out what you're going to do next. Maybe until you get that job that you really want, or maybe you don't even know what kind of job you want yet, right? Keep figuring out, keep going to the current job that you have until you know or have an idea of what direction you want to go. And maybe you do 2 jobs. So I don't know, until you figure out what direction you want to go. And also, other thought that came up is, if you have opportunity to go back to a previous job that maybe you left a few years ago or wasn't in alignment in your life anymore, it is okay to allow yourself to go back to that company if they treated you well, or there's a really good new opportunity. A lot of times, even in my own head, I'm like, if I left something, I'm never going back. But I have actually gone back to a company that I left because I wanted to go try something else. But I left with really good terms. I was still cool with the owner, and that owner helped me a lot in my life. And I'll never ever forget how much she helped me and how much I learned from that job, and thankful that she let me go back when I was in a time of need. But it doesn't mean you always have to go back to a job. But if an opportunity presents itself and you feel called to do or to give it a shot, give yourself a chance to do it and see what direction it goes. And if it still doesn't work out for you and you feel called to go do something else, it's okay to quit and let it go. Just like any hobbies in your life, it's okay to let it go if it no longer fits your life and it's not in alignment, like friends, family, anything that you're doing. If it doesn't make you smile and fill you up, it is okay to slowly let it go. And it's okay to just cut it off too if you feel called to do that. But the message today is to know that every piece of your life, all the things happening in your life is happening for you. And we are in control of how much we let in. We're also in control of how much we let go, like the people in our life, the activities that we do, what we spend our time doing. So it's time to take responsibility for our schedule, our emotions, our well-being, and start taking action to do the things that are going to help us today and tomorrow and in our future. We can't sit in the hope that someone's going to just notice us and it's just going to help us. We have to learn to help ourselves and learn to ask for help when it's needed. Personal, career, all the above of everything that we're going through. If it's something, for example, like you don't really understand your 401k, then ask an expert to help you understand it more. For example, if you're rolling over your 401k and you have no idea what you're doing, ask for help, right? We don't have to figure everything out on our own, and there's other people in the world that knows more than us. And that's the coolest thing, is because we're always learning constantly. And if you're the smartest person in the room, then are you really learning much anymore? No, you want to be in a room with people that are smarter than you, so you can continue to learn more and grow and be open-minded. And you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You don't have to know everything. I've been in a previous position where I always felt the pressure to have to know everything and the pressure to always have to have the answer, and because everyone was coming to me and I had to be the go-to, and it put so much pressure on me that it really started to make me depressed because I didn't always have the answer. And when I didn't, people were like, well, what do we do now? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess we're going to have to figure it out. So much pressure, and it really started to tear me apart. So this is also a reminder that it's okay to not know it all. It's okay to say, I don't know. Let's figure it out together, because we don't all know it. So I hope you found this episode helpful. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, share this with anyone who you may think will find this episode helpful. Tune into any other episodes, and I will catch you next time. Make sure to keep showing up for yourself, love yourself, choose you, and then spread the love and the freaking good vibes all around you, because what we put out is what we receive. You put out kindness, you're going to receive kindness back. And everything that you do today and tomorrow and every single day, know that you get to choose how you show up. Set an intention how you show up today. Set an intention of what you want in your life, what you want to let go out of your life, and then take the action to control what it is that you want to spend your time doing and what you want to let go, so you have more time in your life to continue showing for yourself in the way that you want to. Remember, every single one of us are different for a reason, and our lives are different. Our schedules are different. Do we have similarities? Absolutely. So ask for help when you need help, and continue to show up for yourself every single day. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you for continuing to show up for yourself and tuning in to improve your freaking life, because you are so important. And never forget that. And I'll catch you in the next episode.